Hello, everybody. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and I'm really excited to do the next episode of Let's Create a Healthy Relationship with Money. This is episode 11 in the series. I'm really excited to get into it, so we might as well go ahead. Remembering correctly, next in this section is plant the generosity seeds. When I was a young kid, my father would take my two sisters and me on an hour's drive to Camp Wilson, a YMCA camp in Bellefontaine, Ohio. During these family camp weekends, I loved swimming and fishing in the pond, participating in outdoor activities, and just being a part of the beautiful natural setting. But on one hot summer day, we didn't go to camp to play or swim in the lake. We went to plant trees. As we pulled into the campgrounds early in the morning, there was an empty field that was hilly and full of dirt, and a big pickup truck loaded with thousands of foot-tall seedlings, trees, and several small hand shovels. My dad rallied us around the truck and told us that it's our responsibility as humans to be in service to the communities we live in and pay it forward whenever we can, which I tried to live my life by for sure. He told us this was an opportunity to give back to the place that brought our family so much joy, and that one day, long after we were gone, these trees would bring beauty, inspiration, and shade to animals and people for decades and potentially centuries to come, and they would enrich the campgrounds. All right. Okay, so a lot of this is anecdotal, so we're gonna move through this little bit. I don't think we really need to read the rest of that part. I think you understand what the meaning of planting the generosity seed means. So the next part in this chapter is compounding generosity. So it says, let me be clear about one thing. This mindset habit is not a get-rich-quick plan. When you plant seeds, it can take time to see any fruit. That is why so many people skip it. They think they're taking a shortcut, but they are actually taking a detour that will lead them right back to the frustrated place where they started. Even if they do get more money, they end up unfulfilled without the richer life they hoped money would give them. Okay. Let's see. He goes on to say that Ed Milet says, most people don't wait around for the candy. Ed told me it takes time, but you're making invisible progress. If you ever start to get down or don't know what to do, give yourself credit for the pounding you're doing. I don't really know what that means, but all right. And then he says, can you survive the temporary? He asked me. Here's what happens to most of us. We think everything's permanent because we think it's permanent. We make permanent decisions based on temporary conditions. Instead, say to yourself, on the other side of this temporary pain is the other half. Okay. Tell me what the candy means. So it says here, my question for you is this. Are you willing to wait for the candy, to keep pounding every day, trusting that the person you're becoming and the seeds you are planting will pay off in the future? Richer life? Can you keep giving with a grateful heart, believing that a generous mindset will help you to make money easy? Let's see. Another example of the power of compound giving comes from Chris Anderson, head of TED, and author of Infectious Generosity. As he explained to me, the TED Talk brand becomes so ubiquitous for one reason: they gave it away. When he had the opportunity to take over TED from its co-founder, Chris got excited about the program's potential to expand and share knowledge beyond its signature categories of technology, entertainment, design. So instead of purchasing the brand as for-profit entity, he made TED part of his not-for-profit foundation and gave away the information to anyone who wanted it. Although the conferences were exclusive, Chris decided the best way for the newly established nonprofit to run for the public good was for the events online to be shared for free. Anyone in the world could apply for a free license to put on a TED event, but they had to call it TEDx. Chris's foundation provided rules and tools to let the organization do events where they wanted to and choose the speakers. This act of generosity and trust built the community. The results was world-changing, as now there are more than 70,000 people putting on TEDx events on their own time without being paid and at their own financial risk. They generate 25,000 videos a year and have introduced tremendous voices to us, such as Simon Sinek, Brené Brown, to name just a few. TED gave away their brand and let people use it for free again and again. As Chris told me, we're going to give away our competitive secrets because we want the world to get better. We want others to learn from what we're using. All right. Okay, I see what they're saying. I'm picking up what they're saying. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm actually going to end it here. The next section is Become a Money Magnet. There's a bunch of lists and exercises coming up in this chapter, so I really want to be able to give it the attention that it needs, so that's why I'm going to try and stop this video here. I really appreciate y'all for tuning in, liking, commenting, and subscribing to my channel. Y'all, the community, is what makes this possible, and I'm really excited for the next episode and to continue this journey with you all. So thank you all so much, and have a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Goodbye.